24th president over the life of the organization, and anybody can be a member. It is not closed up for just sportscasters, even though we love broadcasters in it, but we have regular attorneys, businessmen, and actually housewives too that are members of SoCal Sports Broadcasters, and it only costs $40 a year, $40 to re-up the membership every year, and we're just proud to be around for 63 years. The original intent of the organization was started by Tom Harmon, the great old running back from Michigan, as we know. He was the first president ever, and he was a sportscaster, I believe, on NBC's Channel 4 local station. And back in those days, in 1958, he wouldn't let the sports broadcasters down in the locker room until all the writers had finished with the players. And the broadcasters thought, hey, wait a minute, are we chopped liver? And that's how the organization started, all because of that. We know how things have changed. Everybody's up for grabs now in the locker room, and television and radio are a forefront. The papers, even though they're still very important, have kind of dropped down into third or fourth place, or maybe even lower. I'm not really ragging on the rag, so to speak, because I think some of the great writers are still coming up in the business, and it's good to see their byline. And I love the great guys that have been there forever. The times have changed, and so has our organization. They used to meet every single week, and almost turned into a press conference to interview all the players. We still have luncheons, about one every 3 to 4 months, or quarterly throughout the year. But we have our big luncheon, which is coming up in January the 7th, and we will induct a couple of guys into the Hall of Fame. One of them is Bill McDonald, TV voice of the Lakers. The other one is Matt Stevens, former quarterback at UCLA, who's entering his 24th year as a color commentator at UCLA. They'll be in the Hall of Fame. Ralph Lawler, the 40-year voice of the Clippers, retired this last year. He will receive the Vin Scully Lifetime Achievement Award. And Vinny, God bless him, is the greatest broadcaster that we've ever had on the planet. And we're really proud that his name is on that particular trophy that's given out every year. And Ralph is a very worthy recipient of it, Ralph Lawler. But Vin Scully is the only charter member left of Southern California Sports Broadcasters back in '58. And like we said, bless him, and we hope that he continues good health and just keeps living on forever, because he's really one of a kind and an icon in Los Angeles. We have the President's Award that's going out to Victor Rick Jacobs, who's a local sports broadcaster, and he has been in Los Angeles broadcasting for 30 years, and good to have him with that award. We've got every year, Scott, we give out a scholarship award to an up-and-coming broadcaster. This year, Zachary Nicolai is going to be the recipient of the scholarship award from SoCal Sports Broadcasters. He did the University of Laverne, one of the great broadcast schools in America, and it's right here in our own backyard. It's the home of where Rob Fukusaki, who's on KBC Channel 7 for 25 years now, got his feet wet in broadcasting. So we congratulate back on the air and say to the broadcast community, hey, thank you for bringing us some of these great games that we've listened to and watched throughout the entire year. And that's really the extent of our 63-year-old organization. A lot of people think, wait a minute, how long have you guys been around? 63 years. And we're very proud of it, Scott.
Well, it's very impressive. I joined the organization back in Detroit, Chris, the Detroit Sports Broadcasters Association, that recently named itself Detroit Sports Media, and they stand for a lot of what you guys stand for. And that's broadcasters' rights and the ability to make their jobs a whole lot easier. So when the opportunity came to work with you throughout the course of my time here on the Sports Exchange and on my media platforms, this is the biggest no-brainer on the planet from my standpoint, because not only have I had a chance to meet a lot of people from other parts of the country, but I do have a vested interest in the number 2 media market in the country, a very big sports area. And you know full well, we both realize the great part about our business is the ability to network with the best and get to interact. And I think that for me, this was a no-brainer, and I'm glad to be a part of this organization. And now, for the first time, going to this event, which, God willing, health permitting, I look forward to this. Is something I look forward to doing on a regular basis, starting with this one opportunity that's a few weeks away. So now I'll be able to live it with the rest of you guys, and on our next opportunity to promote the event, I'm going to have my ballot in front of me, and I'm going to review a lot of it, and we're going to just break things down a little bit more methodical than we are today. Today's just an overview of what the event is and when it's going to be. And why don't you go ahead and plug the venue, Chris?
It is January the 7th, and it's a Tuesday. Lunch starts at 11:30. Lakeside Golf Course in Toluca Lake, Burbank, right next to the Burbank Studios. And we get things underway like at 11:30. There's a little cocktail hour before that if somebody is interested in it. We try to start that around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And we try to get all the awards out. We got a comedian that's going to break up the first half to the second half with lunch. And that's Tom Dreesen, a very familiar comedian, not only on stage and screen, but he's been on The Tonight Show, Jay Leno, with Johnny Carson, too, and David Letterman. So we always look forward to seeing him. And like we said, the key date, the 7th of January, and it's $75 per person for lunch. And if you buy a table of 10, it's discounted $50, $700 for a table of 10. But we're looking for a good turnout. And we wish that anybody and everybody who'd like to be there would please contact us. And SBCnews.com is our website. So that's SCBC, Southern California Sports Broadcasters. And we'd love to have you out there.
I'll be very curious to see where you guys put me, being the out-of-state guy traveling a few thousand miles to get out there. I'm looking forward to it. I don't care.
You will win the award for the furthest member, and you'll win the award for the furthest travel to our awards luncheon. So you can be proud of that, Scott.
Really?
Even if we have you sitting in the back row.
Oh, I don't care. Just being there with you guys is good enough. But yeah, I guess it feels pretty good that I'll win something of some kind. No, I'm really looking forward to it. So,
we'll get you a brand new big screen TV.
Boy, don't tempt me on that. But hey, you know what? I'll make sure that my phone has enough battery life to get these incredible shots that I'm going to have with a lot of the people I'm looking forward to meeting, and just having a good time interacting with all you guys. I think, to me, is just going to be a lot of fun in its own right to be able to do that. So, but anything else you want to say about the event, Chris?
No, it's the 7th. 11:30 is when it starts at Lakeside Golf Course in Toluca Lake.
And that's
been our home for quite a while.
And what we'll be doing is, this is not the only time you can hear about the event. The South Florida Tribune will go ahead and put a press release up there about the event. And more importantly, Chris and I will do our regular show by ourselves, the week before leading the event. I want to make sure we cover this as much as possible. I'm sure there'll be other coverage details that we'll talk about as we get closer to the event or at the event. So I can tell you right now that what I will be doing is after the event, when I'll be calling in, and my wife Candy will be on the air back in Coral Springs, Florida, along with my young guy Lewis. We'll be taking calls just from me only, so I can describe what the event is as well. I mean, that's something I'll be doing way after the fact, so I can recap and just really enjoy the moment with all you guys. And you and I will discuss other possibilities to take advantage of my time out there as well. Those are just a couple things that I'm in the process of working on at the moment. So we will not shortchange our coverage of the event. And, of course, we always are glad that you're willing to take your time with us to come on the program on a regular basis when we need you. So, but meanwhile, Chris, all I can tell you is I want to thank you for being on this special edition of the Sports Exchange with me this afternoon during the holiday season. And I look forward to talking to you shortly so we can get ready to have a little bit of fun in SoCal. Okay, Chris? So
we definitely will, and it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, Scott.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. God bless.